Hello, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well out there today. Tonight, we are jumping back into Stranding and continuing our very first ever playthrough of the game. 3 hours in, game's been pretty fun so far, not gonna lie. I am gonna burp. Hey, Top Notch. So far, we've completed the prologue and episode 1. All of these trophies, I believe, are story-related. Everything through here. Yep. So all of that's story-related. And then these are sort of the only two trophies that are going to be a little bit more difficult to do. I think we can only get those on the hard difficulty, and it's better to do those like at the very end once you actually have some infrastructure in place. And then we completed our first structure, connected a first new affiliate, gave our first like, delivered a piece of lost cargo, got a like from BB, and I think that's it. Oh, no, peed outside because that's a trophy for some reason. They were very proud of that mechanic, apparently. Yeah, I'm having fun so far, so curious to see where it goes from here. At this point, I'm pretty much completely blind to the story moving forward. After everything with the president and all, after all that stuff, I'm pretty much blind with the story moving forward, so I have no idea what's going to happen next. Currently working on Alone in the Dark. Ooh. 8-hour playtime trophy. So you have to play for 8 hours in total in the game, I'm assuming, for that one. And I assume you mean that that remake that we got. Because that was literally the very first ever survival horror game, or at least it's generally considered to be the first ever survival horror game. The original was. Alright. We're on to order number 6 currently. Head west and take a shower. Okay, I will take a shower. Because, sure, that's a mechanic that we need to do at times. So I guess hot water isn't that hard to come by in this universe. Surprisingly. It is that one, okay, gotcha.
Deadman relayed your request to me, as I oversee BT research. I'll be taking a sample of your shower water in order to study the effects your bodily fluids might have on a BT.
Okay. That's not strange at all.
Dooms?
Everyone in Bridges, myself and Mama. Results thus far are inconclusive.
Isn't that like when several of those people have sold their bathwater? Like the Polestar type people that have sold their bathwater or whatever? Or streamers and whatnot? I feel like that's what's happening here.
Waste products. Dry relic. Dispensing.
There. Take the sample with you.
Alright.
Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT. I'm curious to see how they react.
Sounds good.
Who knows? It may even prove beneficial to you. There was an old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction.
This is for science, not gooners. Oh, that's
there may
true.
well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past. Oh, it's almost time.
After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
It sounds like the connection has been cut.
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. Oh, maybe it'll help you rest easier.
Okay.
We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful
Is this going to be like the social feed in Spider-Man 2 or something?
As well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you. With the Chiral network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more
And I'm
more
assuming that's
information,
some kind of collectible type
such
that
as
we're
the
going to have to get
previous
in this game.
expeditions, logs, and reports.
Because I know that there's
Everything
at
they
least a
sent back
couple of
was lost
collectible
when
trophy
Central Knot
types.
City was destroyed. Now we've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from a private room.
I was going to say,
terminal, or
why
your
would you
cufflinks
have it
by
all
selecting
concealed in, like,
archives.
exactly one city
Right
and not,
for
like,
instance,
spread it out? But I guess it's harder for them to transmit information and stuff in this. So I guess that kind of makes sense. And is there a purpose to this? Alright, so I guess that we are good to leave. Alright, let's make some deliveries.
Isn't what we agreed on. You said you'd do everything in your power to save BB.
We are. But you cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you this.
Says the woman in the mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
Is that going to be like a twist in this where he was once a BB that somehow survived? I feel like that's what those little scenes are building up to.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Alright.
Out of curiosity, how's it doing at the moment?
Before I answer that,
Something wrong?
when I hook up my BB, I see things.
What kind of things?
Like a face, someone I don't know, calling to me. There's this room, too, with other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Bleed-through effect. Didn't I warn you about this? You're mistaking the BB's memories for your own. They're false flashbacks, nothing more. Let me explain. A BB is harvested from its steel.
Are we
mother at
sure we
around
can
28
fully trust that
weeks and placed in a pod.
information?
To be
I don't know, I
clear,
feel like
this is
that's the kind
before
of
it's
twist
even
they put
born.
into this.
The procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured enough to process external stimuli. It is more than capable of encoding this information into memories, which can
Or
breed
he could just be
doors
telling the
via
entire
your
truth.
connection.
That's also a
So
possibility.
who's the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team, maybe? Or a BB technician? Does it matter? The BB has been in circulation for a while now. It's been handled by a lot of people. How should I know which one made an impression?
'Cause you're the expert.
No one's an expert, Sam. BBs were developed decades ago in secret. They're your quintessential black boxes. We may use them, but we don't truly understand them. Believe me, I've been trying to learn more, but almost all of the old records are gone. If I find anything out, I'll tell you, all right? Dead man's honor.
So how long ago did this,
Sam, all check the
This
delivery
apocalypse
terminal
actually
and review
happened?
the list of orders.
While you're resting, I ran some network diagnostics. Beryllium monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is offline. I know. After all the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the chiral network. Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory.
Ooh, I bet this means
Don't
we get to
suppose
fight
you'd
our
be up
first
pursuing
human
us on property
enemies.
back. Can't think of anyone more qualified than you.
That's exciting. Finally gonna deal with human enemies, which apparently we're not supposed to kill them. Because if we do, it's not a good thing. Rest in private room, fabricate equipment. Okay. And we don't really have any materials anyway, so it looks like there's only a handful of material types at least, so that's not too bad. Okay, so we can do... Can we do multiple? Can we actually do multiple at once? Hey, Sweet Plays. I can do multiple at once.
Sam, the area around that distro center has produced a significant quantity of chiral crystals. Matter of fact, that's where the chiralium used in your Cupid's internal circuitry came from. They have a range of applications, including equipment fabrication. Bottom line, they're a valuable resource and one you'll want to make the most of. I'll let Hartman explain in more detail, but chiral crystals don't exactly grow on trees. If you see any deposits, you should go out of your way to gather them. Especially since folks with dooms are the only ones that can. Provided they have the necessary equipment, that is. I'll see that it's added to your supplies for this order.
Sam, it's Hartman. Following the discovery of the beach, we not only began to observe heretofore unseen phenomena, but a new type of matter, chiralium. I say new, but it has doubtlessly existed since the dawn of the universe. We believe it was always there, like dark matter and certain particles, ever present, yet overlooked because we lacked the capacity to see it. Chiralium appears to be unbound by the constraints of physics as we understand them. It can stop time or move contrary to it. On occasion, it even defies gravity. In practical terms, it can stop or even reverse time and causes objects to float. A special
No, it was basically magic. It was basically magic.
Suffice it to say, the procurement of samples is vital to our ongoing research.
Alright then, basically it's magic. There's all that stuff over on the right side of the screen. Alright, so I guess we're gonna do both of them at once, or... We're not allowed to. Maybe I can only do one of them. No, wait, they are both active. Okay. Yep, they're both active, okay. Hey, Aiden.
Mama's added a watchtower schematic to your PCC.
Ooh, okay.
If you don't have it on you, consider fabricating one. You never know when you'll need to recon an area.
Good to know. So I guess I just need to take all of this? Oh, we have 4 ladders, apparently. Alright, let's roll. Hey, Robbie.
That thing you're holding is a crystal collector. Now, as the name suggests, it provides secure storage for any crystals you gather.
So it's like the Jimmy Neutron hypercube thing that was able to hold like an insane, like infinite amount of material.
Allow me to describe your quarry. Chiral crystals appear gold to the naked eye and are frequently found in formations resembling human handprints. Surrounding rocks and debris tend to float a few feet above the ground. And they are most commonly found in areas with high precipitation. Got all that? Rain, floating rocks, golden handprints. That's your trifecta. Look for these 3 things and you'll find the crystals. If you've been especially observant, then perhaps you already know where to look.
No, but hopefully we can find something. I haven't played the first game yet. How's it going so far? I've been enjoying it so far.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
No peeing here. That's pretty good. No peeing inside this area.
Keep on keeping on.
Yes to cheerleading. Do not pee here. Oh, I'm sure there's going to be some interesting signs.
Keep on keeping on.
Alrighty, so let's plot out our route. Okay, so that is the retrieval mission. And that is the Chiral crystals. Now that area in yellow, I assume, is something that we probably don't want to be at. I'm assuming maybe that's like a rainstorm or a BT area or something. There's that incinerator. Alright, so let's go get that stuff here first.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Alrighty, we can use weapons. So do people just stick random signs all over the place? I guess that's just going to be a common thing that we're going to have to get used to.
Sam, chiral crystals are pretty small and can be difficult to spot with the naked eye. I'd advise you to use your ultradeck to point you in the right direction. If you want to survey
Equipment not carried in a container deteriorates when touched by timefall.
Sensors.
And equipment. Oh, okay, so my 4 ladders that I have here might not be in the best shape after this. Oh, that's probably bad, isn't it? Okay, can scan for crystals with R1, watchtower. Oh, it wants me to do a watchtower, okay. And then what do I do? That. Okay. Oh, okay. That's why I couldn't do it.
Okay.
Okay, so now we have a watchtower here. That's pretty awesome. It 3D prints pretty quickly.
Still not done yet.
And hopefully this keeps me somewhat shaded from the rain.
Construction complete.
I wonder if anyone will run across any of my stuff, or if any of you guys out there will. That'd be pretty cool if it happened. Cryptobiotes. Those are the little oppa worm looking things. Oh, and there are some chiral crystals. There are some more chiral crystals. And several more chiral crystals. And I guess I can just mark several, maybe only 3 things. Yeah, I can only mark 3 things. Okay. Alrighty. So we've got a watchtower built. Now we have water to get across that's... Oh, that's great. Right, we're gonna have to deal with BTs during this, aren't we? Yeah, there's no possible way this could go horribly wrong at some point. I'm sure that this is going to be completely safe and secure for us. Okay. Let's just crouch. And let's be very careful here. Because I'm slightly cornered here if any BTs decide to show up. Got it? Let me go collect the level DB stress level, stamina, footwear durability, current weight carried, and total number of lights are displayed there. Okay. So let's collect our health type item here, if I can. Ah, it's like they disappeared. Must have gotten scared off. Alright, so there's another one over there, and there's a third one over there. So let's go ahead and collect a handful of these crystals, a few more of these than we need. Alright, think we're okay. Oh, yep, I can see one right there. Well, if he's the only one, then I can just kind of take a different route. Yeah, he seems to be the main one, so let's just take a slightly different route. There's another one close by. Well, I can hear it. Oh, and I can't get to that one. But I can swing back around to this one. Okay, we seem to be alright for the moment.
Keep it down, Sam.
Oh, I don't know where he is. Screw the last bit of this. We're getting out of here before we end up dying. Okay, maybe we're gonna be okay now. And things didn't return to there. That's totally fine. All right, let's get out of here. Oh, great, cargo ruined. But I can just dismantle stuff if I want to. Okay. Great. All of my materials are getting destroyed because of the rain. So maybe this wasn't my best idea ever. And there probably goes more of the cargo, but I think we're probably fine. Oh yeah, we're fine. Alright, let's run on back to the city, and hopefully when we get back, we'll have some of this chiralium to use, even though I've pretty much destroyed some of my other materials, because I'm so good at this game so far. Oh, I'm so ready to get vehicles and stuff. It's going to be so much better. Well, speaking of that, looks like someone built a vehicle right here. Okay. I might have to use that here in a second.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges on
Sam, the Chiral Crystal deliveries are a little different from usual. The process is pretty simple, though. Access the delivery terminal to drop off any Chiral Crystals you're carrying.
Okay, simple enough.
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Let's deliver our, like, dozen or so crystals. Make delivery. Deliver requested cargo. That's gonna be our... Okay. Did it not save it? Or did I lose it? No, wait, that's order number 7, so... Oh, it's recycle, okay. Okay, that makes sense. That makes more sense. So I guess that does something for us. I don't know entirely how that's going to work. I assume it gives me some new materials.
Got some chiral crystals for us? These crystals only form in places with elevated chiralium levels. Which makes me wonder if expanding the network has something to do with it. Not a bad haul. Plenty enough for research. We'll take good care of it.
Okay, perfect. Completed that mission. Awesome. 23 likes. Make that 65 likes. Okay. A B rating, and we got a trophy. And we now have container repair spray. New interview data acquired. A new option has been added to delivery terminals.
Excess chiral crystals can be deposited at any facility. They'll be added to the stores held on site. These local stores include materials that you can draw upon to fabricate equipment as needed.
Oh yeah, it looks like there's only 3 different types of materials at least, so that's not too bad. It's not as hard to keep up with. Ooh, we're closing in on a 3-star connection level.
It seems your connection level is increasing.
I'm assuming you have to get to connection level 5 with like every site. I'm pretty sure you have to do that in the second game for one of the trophies. Oh, what's that? Acquire your first piece of customization data. Okay. Connects to a level 2 or higher and customized. Okay. Some of this facility's bandwidth, so more structures can now be built within the area. Okay. The amount of materials Sam can use at distribution center west of Capital Knot City has been increased. Oh, another trophy. Oh, reach connection level 3 within a facility. Cool. God, that's like 3 trophies already. Okay, cool. So delivery volume is actually going up reasonably well right now. Miscellaneous isn't doing too bad. Some of the other stuff has a long way to go, though. Will I do director's cut of this game? Yeah, I plan to auto-pop the vast majority of it. And then we can start on Death Stranding 2 at some point, which is exciting.
That's container repair spray for patching up cargo containers. Good for dealing with timefall degradation and all that.
Cool.
Useful stuff if you and your cargo... We've added it to your supplies list, so...
Awesome. Alright, let's optimize our cargo again. So we have our PCC, we have a climbing anchor, we have some metal, we have 3 ladders. Make that like 4 ladders, I guess. We still have 1 set of boots. Well, 2 sets of boots now. Alright, very cool. This is exactly what Mystic did during his 30 platinums in 30 days.
There is a correlation between elevated Corellium levels and increased...
I'm sure I watched that video at some point.
This may well be the result of the network's expansion. You needn't worry though. Local chiral density is still within an acceptable range. If you find any more, be sure to collect it. You'll be well rewarded.
Will do.
If you come into more chiral crystals, you can submit them at one of our facilities. And you can deposit other resources too, along with any items you don't need. Everything has its value. What we don't use as is can be broken down into components for R&D and other applications.
All right. So with that, we should still have our quest number 7 here to do. Yep. Okay, so now we gotta do mission number 7 here. Hopefully the timefall stopped by now. Okay, retrieve at Mule southwest of Capital Knot City. Way station west of the city, so that's, I guess, where... So yeah, they're connected to the main city. You know, more materials available there, but this is just like a random... Or more materials here, at least. Still trying to figure everything in this game out. This game's a little more complicated than what I'm normally used to playing.
Still got work to do, Sam. Let's not keep people waiting.
Alright, the timefall has stopped. And I see a motorcycle.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Name's Sam.
The bike isn't charged
Sam?
and can't be used.
Seems like
Okay.
that bike's auto-charging unit's busted. If you want to take it for a spin, you'll need to use a generator to give it some juice.
So how does that work? I'm assuming it's something that I do not yet have access to. A ladder, a strand, another ladder. So yeah, lots of ladders. Climbing anchors and the PCC. Oh, there's another page. And then that allows me to... Oh, I can drink a Monster Energy drink if I wanted to. Okay, I get that. I guess we don't have a generator yet, so...
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID.
Looking like we don't have that yet, so...
Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Okay, that puts it away. Good. Alright, so let's head off to a bandit camp, because nothing could possibly go wrong when we don't have any weapons. So that's the terminal, and then... place a marker. And let's head that way. I know that Lizard Guy just got started playing...
But most mules almost always bring stolen shipments home with them. Find the post box, steal back the cargo. Simple as that. But be careful. These guys are armed. If this goes sideways, be ready to fight.
Alright then, so square to attack. Perfect. This game gonna lead you to starting Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain? No, it's not. I have played Metal Gear Solid 5 before. Me and Lizard Guy played it together. I'm not really a Metal Gear kind of fan, though. Never really have been. Hey, Cassie. Ooh, so the Strand is like a garrote, but a non-lethal garrote. L2, R2 to use it. Okay. Well, we will bring that out later here when we actually need to.
Okay, just a bit further now.
And now we climb up a hill. But yeah, Lizard Guy just started playing Death Stranding 2. He says that, for one, it looks amazing. Like, just visually is like one of the best looking games we've gotten in forever. And he's liking it so far, but it also has a pretty extensive tutorial. Which I guess is to be expected. Is that a bad thing?
Drop sites are rarely deserted, so remaining undetected is key. Keep a low profile and move slowly to minimize noise.
Okay. I'm not sure if this is the way I was supposed to come here, because it seems dangerous. Got one more trophy left for Family Feud. Nice. Nobody gets the platinum by Friday, then you'll be the 500th achiever. Oh, very nice. Never been any sort of milestone achiever like that before. I've been fastest on a couple of games, of course, but never first or any other, like, cool number.
Been spotted by a mule. Find somewhere to hole up. Look around and trust your instincts.
Okay, so that's going to be a thing that happens. This is probably going to go badly, isn't it? Get over here. I'm Sam Porter Bridges. I survived the zombie apocalypse. This game or app will expire in what? What does that mean? Nobody? Been first achiever a few times. I mean, I've never been first achiever, so you're beating me there. Oh great, there's a third one. Alright. Approaching the weight limit. No, I'm not.
Been busy? Seems all the mules in your vicinity have been incapacitated.
Chiral material, that's good. I have been busy. So none of them are dead, they're only knocked out, so we don't have to worry about them triggering a void out or something. Okay, so does it matter? No, we have to retrieve a specific item. Okay. And it's up there.
Over here!
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Why is there a shout button? I feel like that's just a disaster waiting to happen. Alright, let's put the Strand thingy away. Have no idea what that message means. I've never seen that message before. And this is exactly what we're looking for. Ooh, so there's a lot of stuff in here. So I guess we can just steal anything out of here that we won't. And I don't know where these are supposed to go. That's approaching the weight limit. Performance-enhancing beverages. There's all this other stuff, too. Alright, so now we gotta somehow get all of this back. I don't see this ending very well, but at least we took out the mule, so hopefully we're safe this time. Somehow we gotta carry all of this back. I'm sure that there's ways to upgrade, like, the amount that you can carry. I think I've already possibly done that at this point. If you, like, do enough deliveries and stuff, probably allows you to. Let me remove the markers and put the marker back onto here. Ooh, hang on. More chiral materials. Thank you. Chiralium. Hey, we got a good bit of it. 62 of it. It's not too bad at all. So now we just have to somehow make it back without dying, or managing to drop the entire load of cargo, which is also probably going to be a thing that happens at times in this game. Oh wait, there's the base right there. Should I try this? Probably. That's probably a safer way to do this. Let's give him some likes for putting that there, because that's actually super helpful. So, I wonder if anyone's ever tried to do, like, a complete the entire game without building any of your own structures. And, like, get through the game only using, like, other random structures that you find in the world. I wonder if anyone's ever tried to do that. That seems like it would actually be a pretty interesting challenge. It seems like it would actually be a pretty interesting challenge.
A cargo high. Shame we gotta deal with their bullshit at all.
Alright, well, we retrieved a lot of stuff, so...
Deliveries were handled by unmanned vehicles and drones. And all we had to do was sit back and let them work.
So that indicates that this original apocalypse happened at some point in the future, and that Kojima yet again predicted the future. Not only the whole aspect of it being basically COVID, or being mirrored to COVID, but the idea of AI and stuff.
From there it snowballed.
The idea of AI doing all that stuff, and robots doing all the deliveries and stuff. He kind of predicted all of that. Now that AI has become such a major topic in 2024 and 2025. So he legit predicted that as well. Kojima has had a tendency to be able to predict things. Better than a lot of companies and just games out there. Maybe not as much as, say, like Tom Clancy, but definitely up there. Interesting concept. Alright, we made it.
Decontaminating suit. All clear.
We made it.
Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
I'm carrying way too much cargo right now for Sam's good, but let's go ahead and drop it off. Hopefully get some rewards from this. First off, we have lost cargo to return. So we'll see what that does. Extra rewards, I'm sure.
Back, are you? You're trying to put the rest of us to shame. Fine by me.
Materials for large-scale construction for 24 likes. 0% damage, let's go. And that ups our relationship with the settlement. 596 likes. Okay, over 600 likes so far. Let's go. And what does this boost? Mostly miscellaneous, okay. Reverse is about to be unobtainable. That's crazy. That game didn't last that long. I mean, I'm not overly surprised it didn't last that long. It just kind of sucks that it didn't last longer. Okay, so let's go ahead and deliver the requested cargo now. Okay, I think I can skip those little scenes.
Sorry to push you through so much trouble, but trust me, it'll be worth it.
Forgot about it. I mean, I never even got the chance to play it.
Scratch on it. Never doubted you'd come through for us.
And I don't think I would have done it, but even so, I guess it would have been cool to have. Cargo condition was perfect. Retrieved from a mule camp. We got another 100 likes. S, let's go.
Sam, how are your shoes holding up?
And now we can make our own boots.
I imagine. Nothing ruins you. Carry on like that. I've arranged for Bridges standard issue, so you should always. But if you forget or run into trouble.
Alright, sounds good. I think I already have an extra pair. More notes. Oh, we can build bridges. Let's go. We can build actual physical bridges. Chiral crystals can now be used at all facilities. Okay. miscellaneous status is going up quite... Oh, trophy! What's that? Reach grade 10 in any delivery category. Let's go. I received more likes, which means more flexing and more... Well, I was going to say money, but it's not like there is any money in this universe, so it's just Monster Energy drinks. Flexing and Monster Energy drinks, that's all there is to look forward to. Yeah, it doesn't have a platinum, but it still would have been, I guess, kind of cool to have for it to now be unobtainable, because... Would that be the only Resident Evil game that's now unobtainable? Because you can still finish 5 and 6 that had online. I think you can still do Umbrella Corps. You can do Operation Raccoon City still, I'm pretty sure.
Be a time machine. That it is transmitting data into the past. Suffice it to say, we have yet to fully grasp the fundamental nature of the network and the beach which we have come to rely upon. One might liken our relationship with it to that of primitive mans with fire. Is it useful? Quite. Is it dangerous? Undeniably so. Nevertheless, we have decided that the reward outweighs the risk. Furthermore, as the BTs are linked to the beach, it stands to reason that further study and experimentation could be of considerable benefit. The same can be said regarding you, of course. Rest assured.
You can still do Resistance.
You have my word.
So it's been, what, 2 different online games now that they've done?
New order
Like,
available.
purely online?
Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Cool. Let me go ahead and... Oh, okay, so I can just claim any materials here that I want from this area. Okay. So I can take those with me if I need to. Recycle... I feel like I don't need that many ladders right now. I'm gonna recycle one of my ladders, because I feel like I don't need that many of them right now.
Thank you for your continued support.
Okay. Okay. The private lockers...
to store cargo and the like.
You'll have to do so from the specific terminal. Okay, I don't think I want to do that, because that sounds really obnoxious. What about Share Locker?
Sam.
Donate weapons, materials, and equipment for use by other players. Earn extra likes with it. You can claim items donated by others. Okay. Well, you know what? I think there is a trophy for this, so... let's donate... a pair of boots. Because why not? Because that's a trophy. Giver of gifts. Let's go. Another trophy obtained.
We've added a bridge schematic to your PCC. The first step is laying the foundation, after which you'll have to supply additional materials to finish the job. Plenty of rivers and canyons could do with a good bridge, you know. Take a stroll across one you built yourself, and I guarantee you'll be glad you made the effort. Give it a try.
That is my dryer being its obnoxious self, because of course it is. It'll go off one more time, unfortunately. So we can build all of those. They not require any materials, or... No, they do. Okay, I see it there. It's like 16 of resins for that. I can build more boots if I need to, but I have 2 pairs of boots already, so we should be fine on those for now. Alright.
Thank you for your contribution.
Okay, we're down to just 50 pounds, so... Let me manage my cargo here real quick. We have 2 climbing anchors. 2 ladders. We have our level 1 bridges boots and another pair of level 1 boots. And we have our PCC thingy. Yeah, we have our 2 ladders. I'll carry those with me, though. I think it's probably time to do another... Thank you, Dryer. Didn't... Oh, you did get through reverse? Oh, nice. Nice. Very nice. Alright. What are our new orders to do? Power supply, unit delivery, wind farm, and construct a bridge. I would think I could do both of these. Like, I feel like I should be able to do both of these at once. Oh, I mean, that is a fair bit of cargo, but it's only 30 kilograms. I have another 70 available, so... I think I have enough space for it. All right. Load everything. Ooh, yeah, that is a lot of cargo. That is going to be right on the cusp. Put that in the locker. And put that one in the locker. And let's put some of those metals in the locker as well. Alright, that's better. Okay, let's go see if we can knock out both of these. And that is a lot of weight to take at once, so hopefully things don't go horribly wrong here.
Order assigned.
And 90 kilograms is a bit.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant...
But we should be able to build the bridge pretty quickly. That's literally right here, so... we should be able to just knock that out real quick, so that shouldn't be much of a problem.
Wait, Sam. Keeping on. Doesn't look like you're carrying all the necessary
I'm not?
for that bridge. Make sure to take everything we earmarked for you.
Oh. I do have to take all of it then. Okay. Well, that's not that bad, though, because that's pretty close to here, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. That's pretty close to here. Can I claim it from my own stash? I think that's enough. Hopefully that's enough. That's actually more, I think, than I needed. Alright, is he even going to be able to walk with that much weight? Ooh, get a different scene for that. Yeah, we're testing the limits a little bit here. But this is... Oh, dear God, he moves that slowly. Okay, so we're definitely not doing that. That's a bad idea. Okay, yeah, we don't need that much metal, so... Yeah, that's gonna be a little too much weight. Now we're down to a weight that we can actually carry. We only need it for a short time, though. The bridge is pretty close to here, so we can build it right up here real quick.
Have a pleasant journey.
College put up a job offer, 10 hours a week for $450.
Okay,
It's
Sam.
not too bad.
Make your way to the designated
For a part-time
construction
job,
area
that's
on
not
the
too bad
bridge.
at all.
The foundation should already be in place. With your help, we'll have the thing finished in no time.
Alright, yeah, that's literally
Should be
right
a terminal
here,
nearby.
so...
Access it to submit additional materials.
Shouldn't be much of a problem. It's literally right here. So that'll allow us to offload a lot of weight, and then we can go on for the next actual main mission.
Sam, looks like you found the site. There should be a terminal nearby. Access it to submit additional materials.
Like. All the likes we can get. Okay, so here... So I can move... I can't just do that, though. Is that the terminal that it's talking about? Is that not correct? Is that not what I'm supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Hold. Okay, we have to hold. Oh, it only needs 200 materials? That's not bad at all. I had that before, I think. Alright, well now we have a bridge. Alright, let's okay, no, it is more. Okay. Does that work? Okay, yep, that's what we had to do. Alright, so that will finish the bridge. And we now have a bridge! I'm sure it deteriorates over time, though, like everything else in this game does, so it might not be great forever. But hey, it's something new for us. And it clears up some inventory space, so that's good. We now have a bridge. I'm an engineer. S rank. I don't see how you couldn't get an S rank on that, given that it's literally right next to the... Oh. Reach bridge level 1. So is that for building bridges? So building bridges has, like, its own category?
Bravo, Sam. That bridge should make life easier for a lot of people. You can be sure that every traveler and porter who passes that way will put it to good use. Keep an eye out for other spots that could do with another well-placed bridge.
Yeah, but won't it, like, completely deteriorate after a while? Isn't that how this game works? Or just eventually deteriorates completely? Alright, so where's our other mission? The wind farm. Ooh, that's exciting. So that's about 1 kilometer away. Online post box. And once we get there... Why would you pop that up, like, right on top of me there? Okay, so now we're carrying a more reasonable level of weight. And it's basically just a straight shot up here through the mountains. New trash can isn't here because the garbage man came on Thursday, and not only did he take your trash, but also took your trash can? Oh, that sucks. I've never had that happen before. No clue why he took the can, too. Yeah, that's a little bit ridiculous. You absolutely should be getting a free one back. Ooh, a lost cargo to Capital Knot City, or west of Capital Knot City. That's not good. Timefall. I don't really want to deal with that, so we're gonna run back to base. and deliver this extra piece of cargo. Yeah, we're gonna quickly drop, or take this back, alongside the Chiralium.
Nice.
Yeah, if it's gonna start raining on me then, like, how can you tell when it's gonna rain? Like, does the game tell you, or... Yeah, there's nothing specific. I thought it would be these yellow areas, but I guess those are just BT areas, not necessarily rainfall areas or timefall rain areas. Alright, let's get this cargo back before it gets damaged and just wait out the rainstorm. Upgrade structure. Oh. How much more do we need? A lot of metal. And we have the 96 chiral crystals needed, so... Okay. The crystals will be... I mean, that's a good use for those, so get it out of the inventory. Now we're only carrying 50 pounds.
Just so you know, Sam, bistro centers and the like are stocked with materials you can use to fabricate equipment. You can also take what you need to build structures. That said, there are limits to what each facility can spare. Check their terminals to see if they are.
Seems fair enough.
Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam.
I haven't really taken just a giant fall or spill yet. So I guess they slowly produce more materials or something. Alright, well, let's deliver our lost cargo. And get it out of the inventory, because it's just kind of a waste of space, especially during the timefall.
The legend returned. How you... You try...
So he just repeats the same dialogue every time, so... Return some lost cargo, up the ranking a little bit. It was so close to base, and it's also time falling right now, so might as well.
See you.
Alright.
Good work.
And that's going to drop us down to a little bit more reasonable weight. So the power supply unit on the back, 4 things attached to the suit. So we have a ladder, 2 ladders, a climbing anchor, and the PCC. We, of course, have our extra boots. Alright. I like the way this is looking. I think we're looking good. Hey, Secret Underdog, I'm doing well. When they took his old, need a new one anyway, not gonna lie. That's still hilarious, though, they would take it. That's definitely not something the garbage man's supposed to be doing. I've never heard of that happening around here. Okay, so... Now we have a route put up. So it's presumably up across that little area up there. Alright, Sam. This shouldn't be too bad. We now only have about 50 kilograms being carried. I definitely don't need that many, like, items on my back, all the ladders and stuff. That's probably kind of a waste. But this is going to be 10 standard, or not even standard, but just 10 main story deliveries done. I think there's like 100. I want to say there's something like 100 actual, like, story deliveries or something. And then all the other stuff.
Anybody hear me?
Ooh, eat. Oh. What was that trophy? Okay. I have no idea exactly how that happened, but cool. Let's restore that blood level a little bit. Can't hurt. It was a lovely thing to wake up to in the morning. Yeah, that's insane. I've never heard of that happening. I'm sure it does happen, like, probably more often than I would think, but that's just insane. Now, as long as the city's paying for your new one and not you paying out of pocket. Uh-oh. And there's the time fall. Wonderful. I don't really have a choice, though. I gotta go this way. So I guess just the faster we can get there, the better. But it looks like the cities will give us materials whenever we really need them, so... The cargo weight isn't really that bad right now. It's only like 50-something kilograms compared to the 120 maximum. But it looks like he actually can carry like 150 kilograms if he really wants to, but if he does, it just doesn't go very well for him. Like, he can do it, but it's probably not really a useful idea. What's that?
There we go.
Sandalweed. What is that for? Like, what does that do? Lost cargo to west of Capital Knot City, eh? Sure, why not? It's not that heavy. It's only 3 pounds. 3 kilograms.
There we go.
Oh, someone wants an energy drink, I assume.
There we go.
Grab that and keep going. Yep, keep grabbing that. Those are damaged. They absorb less impact. Okay. Apparently a lot of people like that, so give it some likes, 'cause why not? We're still not there. Still a good ways away from it. Drink. Is there any missions to do, or just an open world delivery person? A lot of the deliveries are missions, so like what I'm doing right now is a story mission apparently, or tied into story somehow. Oh, okay, you can use it for footwear if you lose your boots, okay. What's this? Oh, I thought it was like an emergency shelter. Okay, I have no idea what that did. The distribution center, okay. Ooh, that one took up a fair bit of weight. Might get the first one on PC to try it out. It's on sale. I mean, I'm enjoying it so far. It is a little bit slow currently, but I'm enjoying what I'm playing so far overall. How do I get to there? It's like his stamina's now gone. Hurry up, quickly run down the hill. That actually is probably for the better. Nope, I'm not taking that all the way back to Capital Knot. That's too far away for me right now. Okay, we're still alive. Adrenaline. Uh-oh. Of course, there's gonna be BTs in the area, because why wouldn't there be? How close are we? Still a fair ways away. See if we can get around them. Okay, we ruined a cargo container. Wonderful. So it's going to be a thing to contend with. Aside from Fallout, if you were to choose a game you already platinumed and 100%ed, which one would it be? Uh-oh. Oh, what? Move! That's not good. Ghost of Tsushima probably would be one of them. Absolutely love that game. Well, we're almost out of the tar. Get off the tar and we're okay. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily mind doing it again on PS5. On PS4 probably wouldn't be a good time, but I mean, it's one thing I would consider at least. I'm trying to think of what else I would want to do, though. Definitely not like GTA or Red Dead 2. Oh, come on. That's the last thing we need. Get past them, shake them all off. I will not trigger a void out today. Or I guess I will trigger a void out. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's very not good. Oh, that's extremely not good. Okay. I don't know what to do now. Anyone have any suggestions here? Because I don't know what to do now, because this is very bad. This is very, very bad. I don't have any weapons. Oh, wait, that's a facility. Okay, Norman Reedus, sprint. Alright, I have absolutely no idea what the hell just happened. I don't know why that didn't kill me. I thought for sure that was about to kill me. But somehow I got away from it. Well, I have no idea what the hell just happened, but we're still alive somehow, so we didn't trigger a void out, so that's good.
Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo.
Yeah, Sam, I think you've earned a bit of a rest after that. That was very close to being bad. That was very close to death. Cargo's damaged. Well, they're gonna get what they get, and they're gonna deal with it. Pretty simple. They're gonna get what they get, and they can either deal with it or just not take it. I mean, I got all the cargo here that I needed, so that could have been worse. So is that going to bring this wind farm into the network?
Thank you. With this unit, we should be able to power...
Yes, let's go.
Network. Other places, too, if it works. Here's hoping the UCA can put our electricity to good use. Mind if I have a look? Incredible. How'd you get this here? You fly?
All right. Okay, 15% damage. That's not too bad. Given that I basically died halfway through it and still somehow survived. Okay, I'll take it. An S rank, let's go. S ranks are good. A whole 2 stars already. Let's go. All right.
All we need now is a connection to the chiral network. Go for it.
Let's do it. And that's a new settlement available to us. A settlement needs your assistance. A settlement needs your assistance. All right.
Network bandwidth is a limited resource, and every structure you build consumes it. However, as you increase your connection level...
I think they've already explained that before. Look at that! So, we have connection pretty much all across the eastern half of the country. We have some level of connection throughout the eastern half. East of the Mississippi. Rebuilding our country. One city at a time. You can now build generators. Let's go. That's going to be extremely helpful.
About time we did our part. Thanks again. You know, I heard the rest of your team was wiped out.
That was a while back, so...
I was with... but it was an honor.
Never
to
met
travel
Emily
with
in
her.
person, but it was an honor to
When you see
travel with her. Oh yeah, she's the hot blonde chick, right?
I
Yeah.
ran an experiment
Ooh.
with your blood. It seems you were onto something. After dispersing an aerosolized sample of your blood in BT territory, we observed reduced activity. While this is
Interesting.
hardly definitive, as we have no other repatriates to whom we can turn for additional testing. It does suggest that the bodily fluids of repatriates are repellent to BTs. Mama had the idea of developing a weapon to test this theory. The prototype should be ready soon, and when it is, we'd like you to test it.
I'm down for that.
Sam, this is the perfect opportunity. We've almost got the whole region on the chiral network. All that's left is Port Knot City. Return to Capital Knot City so you can pick up relief supplies for Port Knot. By the time you arrive, we can give you the completed prototype in person.
All right.
One other thing. It's not very often porters get out to that wind farm. While you're there, you should pick up any outstanding orders. No sense coming all the way back here empty-handed if there's work to be done.
True.
Have a look at that delivery terminal.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery.
Congrats, Sam. You're cleared to take on open orders. While they're not as high priority as the ones specifically assigned to you, if you're already heading a certain way and you have room to
Sounds
spare,
good. So I know
it
we have
doesn't
to
hurt
complete
do
a
little
lot
more,
of
right?
those throughout the game
Just
to
because
up
they're
our
not
ratings
mission
and
critical
such.
doesn't mean they're not important to someone. So why not do a good deed or two?
I will do it if it requires 4 trophies. Okay, so we have this one to take back to the main city. That's simple enough.
Hey, great work. That wind farm you've brought into the network is essential for our continued expansion.
The generator is
By
going
way
to be
of reward,
great.
Generators reach. That includes mission.
So we can actually repair that bike that's near the main base. Alright, load everything. Auto-arrange. That's going to be very helpful. Controls are a little bit weird with that part of it, with the menus and everything. Alright. Now let's see if we can get... That it seems like a lot more cargo than it actually is. That's only 70-something kilograms, though. So what are the standard orders?
Sam, double-check the order summary.
Might as well do this one because it's... There's like 1,200 of these available, by the way, so yeah. Just thought I'd point that out. There's literally like 1,200 of these. I might as well do this one because it's literally just back to the same city that I'm already going to, so might as well try. Alright, let's see if I can get all of this cargo back.
Order assigned.
Let's see how this goes. We have the generator now, which is extremely helpful.
Keep on keeping on.
So these baby ones make the baby like us more? Or calm down or something, I'm assuming? Alright, so now we're gonna head straight back to Distribution Center. Oh, someone built a bridge. Let's go. Someone built a bridge. And I feel like bridges are going to be useful, like, everywhere because they're so simple to cross. Do they not deteriorate? So, do they not deteriorate? Oh, so you could be a total asshole and destroy it. I feel like this game has, like, a lot of trolling potential if you really want it to be terrible. And just, like, destroy things that are meant to be helpful. I feel like this could legitimately have so many ways to just, like, troll people and screw everyone else in the world over. Thankfully, it seems that we have more of a Fallout 76 community than a GTA 5 or Red Dead 2 community for online, so people that actually want to be able to help each other is what I mean.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Alright, so just keep going this way. See, I think we at least have a relatively friendly community with this game compared to some games out there. So, obviously, that's much more of a positive. So people are actually willing to help each other out, but maybe the structures don't deteriorate. I honestly don't know. And that does make me wonder, like, I guess every single person's experience with this game is going to be slightly different. Get what I'm saying there? Yeah, I guess, like, literally every single person's going to have a different experience playing this game, just because of the way that things are done like that. It's a semi-online? Yeah. It's, Kojima calls it a Strand game. And he calls it its own specific new genre of games because Metal Gear Solid was originally classified as, I think, an action game because the stealth genre had not been invented necessarily at the time, or wasn't an official thing at the time. So because of that, like, Metal Gear became the stealth genre. That's why it came into being. That's not good. So he called the first game in this one, Death Stranding, he called it the first Strand game, as if it's going to be like a genre or something, which supposedly it's moving in the direction of becoming a full genre, because people that made, like, Dune Awakening and other stuff are trying to mimic this in one way, shape, or form. Okay, so if I really want to get, like, a lot of support... Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine for now. Let's breathe deeply. See, I guess he's hoping this is going to become its own specific genre of game. With an, I guess, with an asymmetrical multiplayer, but technically... I mean, technically speaking... we've had Dark Souls for so long. And Dark Souls technically has some of this asymmetric multiplayer aspects to it. What Soulsborne games do with the, like, invading and stuff. Cargo almost ruined. Lost cargo. Wonderful. Well, let's see if we can get it back in time. I'm not making any guarantees here. No, you cannot run into other players. That's the whole thing about this game. It's like... you can see the structures that everyone else out there has produced, but you can't actually run into other players. Which is really a weird thing to think of. And, by the way, thankfully, I haven't had any issues with the copyright yet. I didn't get any copyright problems with the first stream, which is really, really good. It doesn't mean they won't still try to claim something like a year down the line, but the fact that nothing's happened yet is good. Alright, let's eat some bugs. Let's get our blood levels back up a little bit. Our boot level is in pretty bad shape, so we're going to need to fix those fairly soon, I think. Or switch them out at least. They're easy enough to craft, so it's not that big a deal, but definitely something we're going to need to keep in mind for the future. So yeah, it's a very, very unique idea for a game. I mean, if there's one thing you can always say about Kojima, it's that the games are unique. Like, there's no denying that the games are unique. Whether you like them or not is another story, but there's no saying that they aren't unique. His games are very much unique. There's no other game, there was no other game like this, at least at the time it released. That's for sure. There was no other game like it at the time it released. Ooh, hang on. That might be cargo that I can take. Lost cargo? Let's take it. They don't care about it? YouTube normally cares a lot about copyrighted music, but this one apparently hasn't caused any major issues. The second game apparently is causing significant issues. Oh! Gold containers are definitely something that we want to carry. Massage shoulders. Okay, that's a random command. It's cool, but you're not in the mood for a 100-hour platinum. Sometimes I like a good, long platinum trophy. It's been a while since I've done one like this. I guess the last one like this was probably, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Which, again, I had a blast playing that game. I loved that game. Even doing it twice, it was a lot of fun. It was great for streams. It was fantastic for streams. So it was a solid choice for the channel, especially with the original version of it on PS5 doing so well on stream. Because I think still some of my most viewed streams ever were from that original version. PS4 version not quite as much so, but somewhat. But yeah, maybe the structures really don't deteriorate, or they take so long to do so, maybe you don't have to worry that much about it. So maybe the game's actually, like, easier now to platinum than it once was because you got more people that have built these structures over the course of years. Alright, so we're gonna get a good bit of rewards here.
Hey, Sam. You could probably get that bike running again if you charged it with a generator.
Oh, I fully intend
Why not give
to.
it a try?
I fully intend to, but not until I deliver all this cargo and actually have some inventory space again. I hear timefall coming, but that is A-okay because we are about to go in. Back into our little safe house area. That is totally fine. Let the timefall come now while I'm inside.
Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Alright, that's going to give us a lot of XP, I hope, or a lot of likes. Deliver the lost cargo. 42 likes, not too bad. I don't know what any of that means, but I'm just going to take it here, so... because I don't have time to carry it all the way to another settlement. A few likes, some damage, but they got it back.
See you.
Alright, perfect.
Good work. New order
That'll lighten the load a bit.
Please access delivery terminal for further information.
And now, let's deliver the requested cargo. Deliver all current cargo. Let's go. 2 missions cleared. Let's go. A standard order and a regular story order.
You brought me.
It wasn't that bad. Because other people were nice enough to build bridges for me. Only 5% damage, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Should be getting a lot more likes than that, you would think. That was a lot of weight at once. New sound data, okay. We now have an upping to that. Ooh, we're about to hit 4 stars here. Let's go. An S rank. Let's go. Now, what about the side order? 4%. That's not bad at all. Oh! Complete a standard order for the first time. Oh! 2,400 likes. Let's go. So this is definitely one of those games where you get a ton of trophies early on, and then the last few are just going to take like 50 plus hours. It's definitely one of those type of games.
I don't know. You can get them. It's hard to can't because it's enough to make me think. Good luck out.
All right.
Good work. New order available.
34 kilograms. That is not too bad. That is fairly light. Do I have more lost cargo? Oh, I do. Deliver that. Might as well. Get that out of the inventory. Didn't get too much for that, but it was on the way, so... Has been entrusted to another player. Cool. Nothing wrong with that. It's progress. So we can claim materials if we need them. We can recycle
By handing over
items.
excess materials to a facility, you can increase... Now these... Just remember, don't get carried...
I guess in some ways the idea of a Strand genre is a little bit reminiscent of everything... Ooh, yeah, recycle those. Is a bit reminiscent of, like, with Metal Gear 5 with the whole... nuclear thing, where there was, like, a big goal throughout the game to denuclearize the world. And it's been achieved like twice ever. Ooh, so we can get vehicles. Okay. We can make various equipment if we need it. But I think that Sam needs to rest for a little while. He's not looking so good, so I think he needs to rest. I think he could definitely use a bit of a rest here. Let's get that stamina up. Yeah, I think he needs a rest. He's been through a lot today. He has been through a lot.
Good morning, Sam.
All right. Let's take a shower. Lots of S ranks. Yep. We got to get a lot more later, though. Okay, we can skip Norman Reedus being naked in the shower. I'm sure some people out there are into that, but I'm personally not one of them. That'll get him good and cleaned up, so that's probably... Why does he have so many handprints all over his body? So I guess they'll analyze that and try to turn it into something.
EX grenade number 0.
Ooh, okay. Let's use the toilet.
That should suffice. Glad to see everything's in good working order. Another of our new EX grenades, the number 1. So named because it contains a vaporized extract formulated from your urine. Compared to our first iteration,
and I'm sure there's people out there that would buy a person's urine because they're into that shit, but... or into actual literal shit, because that's apparently a thing.
We will collect the results.
So I'd prefer to sign a document of consent before you take my urine and bathwater and sell it on the internet. The Chiral network, which is basically the internet. Let's get another monster. We might actually want to have one of these in our inventory here. Alright, let's roll. Alright, so we have a generator now, so we can use that to power up our bike here. It's going to make traversal a lot better. We're down to only 30 kilograms, which isn't too bad at all. Alright, so we need to get to Port Knot City. Recover confidential documents. Okay. Let's do our urgent one here, because we haven't done that before.
Order. You're going to want to review the key points in the summary.
I see that you do not want it to get wet. That's something she never said. And 30 minutes. Damn, you can only last 30 minutes? What a pussy. Wait, that doesn't even make sense.
That's a breathable container, remember? For its passengers' sake, don't immerse it in water.
Okay. 60 kilograms isn't too bad. Oh, we're carrying the crypto biotes. Okay. I'm gonna try to make a pizza and make the crust from Greek yogurt. Never heard of using yogurt for a crust.
Delivery parameters updated.
But good luck to you for that.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
What's wrong with 30 minutes? I was joking. I was being sarcastic. That's probably longer than most guys last, so...
weapons restrictions listed.
Okay, so we should... Not that. PCC. We don't want a post box or a watchtower or a bridge right now. We want a generator. Okay, so let's get this bike fueled up. UPS or FedEx before cars were invented. Pretty much the Pony Express. Alright, we'll leave this thing here. People can use it.
Construction complete.
It might get likes. It might actually get likes, so it makes sense to have here. Alright, so we need to deliver this. That's not the only quest, though. It's, or is it? Oh, it is. That is where we have to go. Okay. Or that's one place where we have to go, but... hard work is paying off. I think you have to read everything to be able to unlock, like, certain items in the game. I literally thought he said George Bush in that for some reason. Alright. All sorts of tips. We're not going to look at the tips right now, no need to. But scroll through it so it clears it off the menu. Never done it before, just got confused for a moment. No, that was me being sarcastic. That's... for a lot of guys, that's probably long. Interviews. So yeah, something mentioned that, like, you have to read everything to be able to get all the items in the game, or the collectibles. I don't know how true any of that is. Oh, you can request supplies?
Submit.
That's interesting. There's a trophy for that, but I'm not going to do it right now. Every player I've ever encountered gets to have a bridge link. That's kind of cool. It's actually really cool. Not gonna lie, that's actually pretty cool. Okay, so it is to capital, not city. That's what I thought. See how long for your first time? My first time was not 30 minutes. I'm gonna say that one. Yeah, my first time was not 30 minutes. That was just me joking around with people, trying to have a fun laugh at people's expense. Not really at anyone's expense, but... okay, how badly is this going to go? Yeah, I don't know the controls, so I don't see this going very well. The battery's also rather limited. Yeah, don't expect to go a half an hour on the first time. Alright, so we're headed outside of the Chiral network. Well, I just destroyed something. Careful, route selection. Screw being careful. So we have to basically go all the way around. I think we're better off just following the river at this point. Without accidentally hitting something as well. That's another issue we have to worry about. We're back on the Chiral Network, okay. So let's just follow the river. Unfortunately, it's now raining, and that's probably not good for our cargo. Uh-oh. That's probably hostile. I don't feel like fighting him right now, because... Well, I don't feel like fighting him right now. I haven't had much luck with the dating apps lately. I haven't had too much luck either. Had a few matches, but nothing insane. No dates recently. I haven't been quite as active the last couple of weeks, so I've been so busy with work. And I probably should have taken some of that chiral stuff here, but... Okay, so there's something right there. I think that's a watchtower. Oh, we're getting music. Don't be copyrighted, don't be copyrighted. I drove my bike into a ditch. But we're alive, so it's okay. And we can just follow this road, or this path here, right all the way into the city, so... Ooh, having a bike is so much better in, like, every way. Hopefully we have more vehicles throughout the game. Let's be very careful with this. Ooh, I thought I just heard something. It might have been a BT in the area. Alright, let's head for Capital Knot City. And we're out of the timefall, so that's good. I guess as long as the bike can stay intact, keep using it. It's probably a lot to ask, though. Got a few matches, but every time you mention the day you should meet, it doesn't work that day or no response. Okay, hopefully that water didn't damage the cargo. Nope, we're good. We're good. 5 minutes. We're gonna get this in well under that amount of time. Could definitely build a ladder or something across these little rivers, but... probably would be a bit of a waste. Yeah, that does suck. I mean, I've had that plenty of times. Had that happen plenty of times. 42,000 people in the city.
Verifying ID. Welcome to Capital Knot City. Proceed to distribution center.
So if there are 42,000 people here, I guess civilization isn't in as bad a shape as... And if there's that many people alive in different places, it's not fully extinction level, I guess. Yeah, if there's that many people alive...
Sam, first deliver your cargo.
Okay, that's what I was planning on doing. Deliver the crypto bios. Alright, that is order number 13, so we're making progress. Hey, Mia.
Welcome back.
I don't know if you should try asking out when they're at pools.
Thanks for the delivery.
I don't blame you on the coworker part, but there's nothing wrong with asking them once the pools. Lifeguards tend to have a good time with stuff like that, from what I've heard. There tends to be a fair bit of partying in that scene. That's what I've heard, at least. At least your PS Plus membership can let you play Death Stranding on PS4 for free. Yeah, it's one of the few benefits we're getting. Because most of the games we get nowadays are really not that good. Another S rank, let's go. I've gotten a lot of S ranks. Facilities bandwidth has been upgraded. Supplies have been upgraded. Okay, we're up into level 4 almost here. 4 stars. Delivery time. We got some progress there. Let's go.
Hey,
Being a coworker's always a shit show. I'm sure it is. I never actually have, but I'm sure it is, so... Ooh, what's this? A hat! Thank you.
Okay, safe travels. There's something different about you. Can't quite put my finger on what. But I swear, I'm not imagining.
It's a hat.
I'm impressed, Sam. You brought pretty much the entire region together.
Two places to never ask anyone out is at the gym or at work. I don't know about the gym, but definitely at work.
Now, we're always looking for...
I mean, there was arguably a little bit of sexual tension for me and a kind of co-worker at a previous job.
Which is why we need a way to artificially...
I mean, not part of the same company, but in the same building.
But maybe you already
Very pretty Latina girl.
all goes according to plan.
There's a little bit of it there, but it never turned into anything. Because I'm such a strikeout with other people that I couldn't get the office... Let's say the office STD factory to want to get with me, so... Because that's exactly what she kind of was, unfortunately.
Sam, I received word from Mama that she's completed her anti-BT weapon.
Sure, the Digimon game that released this October will be great. Releases on your mom's birthday. Oh, nice. I've never been big into Digimon, so...
They'll also provide people the shipment. These specimens are by taking advantage of Chiralium.
Okay, so we're carrying sperm.
Afterward. So, of course, details on that without it.
We're carrying sperm. Okay, then. Job you have isn't permanent, but still, don't do it. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you at all on that. Okay, we're delivering sperm. Apparently, we're delivering sperm.
That's a transfusion bag containing blood drawn from you. While equipped, it'll gradually replenish yours.
That's good to know. Mine's currently okay, but that is good to know. Hematic grenade.
Sam, this is our first attempt. I had to work fast with what we have. At least...
yeah, I will take a couple of those with me. I will make 2 of those because that seems like a good idea. Let's take a couple of those with us. Just imagine you're with someone you work with and it doesn't work out and then you're forced to see them every day. Exactly, yep. Still own your childhood copies of Digimon World 1 and 3 and Digimon Rumble. Like I said, I never really played the Digimon stuff, but I don't know if I would have liked it or not. Maybe? Maybe I would have. I really have no idea. Okay, so we have some anti-BT weapons for the first time, so...
Order assigned.
And we have aid to deliver to a different city. So we have 4 pieces of aid, including BT weapons, or anti-BT weapons. We have a... Oh, wait, we have 4 grenades. Okay. We still have a couple of ladders. We have metal. We have PCC. We have our anchor. We have our boots. These boots are not really in good shape. So I'm going to equip this set. And we can always build more because those are fairly cheap. We're going to need some good boots to make it through. Oh! Boots are a porter's best friend. Okay. It's a random choice of trophy. Okay, so I'm probably going to need to build a generator for this.
Sam, up for performing an experiment with hematic grenades? Might be worth taking a look.
Sure, I'm down for it. Well, why didn't you give me that order while I was still inside the base?
All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Okay, add the old boots. Why not? They don't weigh anything, so... So what's this? Equipment trial. Okay, yeah, there's no reason to not try this, so... Because I don't need to take any extra equipment, so... Nothing against that. Head out. Hey, T-Jade. Unfortunately, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth was delisted. Yeah, I mean, I've never heard of that one. I don't know anything really about the franchise, so... Okay, so we got a couple of things to do now. We got to get to a BT area.
Have a pleasant journey.
To store a vehicle, park it on top of the vehicle elevator. Okay. Okay, so we might as well knock this side mission out real quick. And then we can make our way out to Port Knot City. And that's our next major story mission. Before we go there, I am going to use the bathroom, and I'll be right back, and we're going to continue on from there. I think we got some, a couple of story missions we can knock out here, so that's good. Just got back from a party. It was super loud. Yeah, that's how most parties end up being. Okay, so... let's see if we can manage to get this anti-BT weapon working.
Sam, looks like you've got some more orders to take care of. Remember, once you get to Port Knot City, you'll be crossing the lake. So you should make any pending deliveries before then.
Oh.
Take a look at your map and figure out the most efficient way to get to all the places you need to go.
Well, that sounds somewhat, not necessarily final, but somewhat important to hear. And someone was kind enough to build a bridge here. So yeah, I think this game is probably easier now than it once was, just because you have enough people that built structures over the last, like, 5 years that a lot of stuff becomes easier. At least that's my assumption. Bridge links make the world better. Or a better place. Okay. So how do I equip this? Uh-oh. Okay, this probably isn't a good idea with the time fall rain, so... we can come back and do this later if we have to, because I don't know how to actually use the weapons. So if we go around... we'll head in the correct direction, so I need to head around the mountain here. Or just straight through it would be fine as well. Well, I guess someone out there is going to get a hematic grenade, even though I had like 3 more of them, so it's totally fine. The battery's okay for now. It's at like 30%, 40% maybe. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the mountain. Wonderful. That isn't how I wanted this to go, so I'm going to have to go around through the time fall. Which, that's okay, because I can always rebuild this. World 3 of Super Mario Odyssey, chasing some collectibles. Oh, very nice. Great game. Very good game overall. Basically Mario Galaxy 3 until Astrobot became Galaxy 3, so I guess Astrobot's technically Galaxy 4 in a lot of ways. Oh, crap, okay, L2 to aim, R2 to throw. Alright, so we gotta find a BT. Oh, is this a boss fight? Oh shit, is this a boss fight? This might be a boss fight. Uh-oh, this might be a boss fight. This could be a boss fight. I don't see any of them right here, though. There's one. And we hit it. We hit it. Let's go. Okay, so we can now officially kill BTs. That's huge. Game has 999 moons. Yeah, it's a lot. Gonna buy a laptop and capture card next month to start streaming. Oh, very nice. Now, where did I leave my bike? I have no idea where my bike is, so that's not good. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Not a boss fight, just showing you there's BTs around. I was kind of assuming it was a boss fight just because it was this whole using a weapon against a BT for the first time. That's kind of why I thought it, but apparently not. Okay, so I need to see what... Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to go around this way, unfortunately. That's the only way. Oh, there's a generator up here. Someone was nice enough to build one here. Okay. That's not good. I need that charge very badly. Alright, it's good enough. Keep going. Let's get out of here before they can attack me. Alright, now we're going to follow the river until we get out of the timefall area. Just follow the river. I've got another charger set up near the west of Capital Knot, or whatever it's called. Not Way Station west of Capital Knot, the down here somewhere I've got one set up. Yep, a distribution center. So we'll just stay on the side here. We should be fine. No need to go across the river. We'll just stay on this side. We should be totally fine. And this will take us back. So we use this, get back to that other area, and then we use that as a launching point to Port Knot. I see what people say, though. Like, Lizard Guy told me that this game wasn't necessarily going to be relaxing like I thought it was. And I can definitely see that, because if the BTs are going to be that much of an issue... I mean, at least we have a bike, so it's not a huge issue, but... Yeah, the BTs are definitely going to be something to deal with. Oh, yep, there's a mule. It's a mule. Can we run him over? Run him over. I missed. Well, he missed as well, so it's totally fine. And then I'm going to have to store this vehicle just to make sure we don't lose it at some point. This thing is a godsend for moving. Okay, yep, someone else can have that pneumatic grenade. That's totally fine. I feel like there's another settlement then we have to move into our network then if there's... It's still connected almost everything here, but it seems like there should be another one to connect. Okay, there is the distribution center that we're looking for, whatever it's called. Uh-oh. Oh, we're in a BT area. Yep, we're in a BT area. Of course we are. I think we'll be okay on the bike. Go, like, now. That's the watchtower. Oh, shit. Balls. Well, there goes that. Well, that's very bad. The bike's done for. And we're almost to the city, so we're kind of safe. Well, that's highly unfortunate. There goes, like, all of my cargo. Yes, I'm taking care of my BB. I'm a little bit more worried about the fact I just lost my bike. Because for some reason it got stuck in place. It wouldn't go around a rock that was in the ground. And I lost a whole bunch of cargo, so that's wonderful. Wait, did I lose my... No, I still have all of my major cargo. Okay. So I guess it just prioritizes not destroying that immediately, which is good. Lost cargo.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Alright, we're in the safe zone.
Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure.
I have no weapons. All my grenades are gone now. Well, there goes some cargo. I have lost cargo to deliver. A little bit of XP, not much. A little bit of ranking, that's totally fine. I'll hold on to the chiral crystals that I currently have, actually. That drops the weight down quite a bit. Okay, so now we have to figure out how to get to Port Knot City. 1.7 kilometers away. Without a vehicle.
Have a pleasant journey.
I don't see this going particularly well. It looks like the rain stopped, though, at least.
Keep on keeping on.
How do I even get there? Am I gonna have to just go over the mountains? Well, there are some bridges in the area, at least. Yeah, that is a long-ass walk, I'm gonna say that.
Sam, it's Hartman. Your friend and fellow doom sufferer.
Which one are you?
Our affliction, such as it is, began with the beach, or rather, our discovery of it. Once, the question of life after death was answered only by religion and philosophy. But when we learned of the beach's existence, death became something more tangible, knowable. The living soon walked the shores of the afterlife, while dead things, beached things, began to find their way back. And then came Dunes, and with it a host of theories advanced by physicians and psychologists, desperate to explain the world's newest mystery. The symptoms were duly categorized and stratified into levels. But repatriates like you are a singularly rare breed, worthy of a classification.
There's no bridge here, unfortunately.
The specialists
this is bad.
must have been climbing over one another to get a look at you. I wonder what they found.
Let's refill that stamina a little bit. Okay, so that was a bad idea. I mean, the rivers don't seem to be that big of an issue overall, if we're being honest. Okay, so we have no blood loss, so that's why it's not working. Alright then, fine. Let's take the bridge over the river, because apparently it's going to be that strict about this. So we will take the actual bridge. Oops. Oh, baby didn't like that. So what else can I do with this? So I can repair them if they take damage. And what does it need for upgrades? Metals, okay. Well, that'll open up a bit of inventory space, so that's fine. 71 kilograms isn't awful. And we got a blood transfusion out of it for free. That's pretty cool. I don't like that thing pops up underneath you. That's a little bit rude, if you ask me. Alright, let's head for Port Knot City. I wish I still had my bike, but a BT made sure I wouldn't have it. So now we're walking 1.7 kilometers on foot, which is like 1.2 miles. Which really isn't that far, if we're being totally honest here. So I guess they have the entire US map shrunk down, for obvious reasons. Because, yeah, 1.7 kilometers is only like 1.2 miles or something, so... It's not some insane, insurmountable length of walking. Even in this universe, it shouldn't be. But yeah, imagine if they had this be like a realistic size of the United States. So if they made like a mod for it, where it's realistic size of the United States, which is like 3,000 miles across. And you actually had to play it realistically, oh my god, that would be the worst idea ever. I'm sure some people out there would take on the challenge, but that would be something if they ever did that as an idea. I should probably not give Kojima ideas for Death Stranding 3. That's probably not something I should be giving him ideas for. Real-world distances in his games. Oh, great. More timefall, wonderful. Is there a way to, like, escape the timefall or something? Because I feel like I'm getting hit by it constantly. And it greatly deteriorates your cargo. Yeah, I knew I was losing all that cargo. That's totally fine. I knew that was going to happen. Someone else can take it. Oh, great. There's BTs here. Wonderful. That's exactly what I wanted to have to deal with here. I don't see anything. Yeah, the rest of you out there can have all those hematic grenades that I lost. The BB is not happy with me right now. I don't know how to fix that. How many Switch games do I have? Probably between download and digital, probably like 40 to 50. even though a lot of them are like smaller titles that were real cheap at some point, like Krusty Cook-Off, I need to look into the trophy list for that because I played a reasonable bit of it on the Switch. I kind of want to see what the achievements on the Switch are compared to the actual trophies. Or not really achievements, but whatever you want to call them. Let's get to this little shelter up here, please. Are we safe here? Not really. What am I supposed to do about BB? Got 10, half of them, the first party. Oh, okay. Well, what am I supposed to do about this? He clearly knows that I'm here. What am I supposed to do here? The baby's about to die. Is there something I can do for this? Ow. Okay, I think we're still alive. Now, what do I do about my baby? He is not, or no, it's a she, isn't it? Is not happy with the way things are going. Oh, come on. Can we avoid the BTs for like 3 seconds here? Oh, and now we're outside the chiral network, because of course we are. Okay, yeah, take the resin. I really don't care about the resin. You can have the resin. I really don't care about it. I can get more of that from settlements. Oh, come on. More of it. am I supposed to do about that if he gets me on the side of a mountain? What am I supposed to do about that? Okay, he can actually escape that, apparently. I didn't realize he could. I thought for sure that was going to be a death sentence, but apparently not. Yeah, I thought for sure that was going to be bad. Okay, I think we actually survived that. Let's keep moving. Except this area seems to be... There's another one. Because why wouldn't there be?
Heads up, Sam. Your BB's gone into autotoxemic shock.
What does that mean?
Your Ultratech will no longer react to BTs, so you'll need to be more careful. Head to a
Oh.
if you want to restore functionality.
Okay, that's not good. That's very not good. I didn't realize that was going to be a thing I had to worry about.
Get it together.
And we're still 3/4 of a kilometer from our next location, so I think we're through the worst parts, though. I think we're through the worst of it, as long as nothing else insane happens here. And once we get there, we can fix the BB, I'm sure. Oh, there's the city! There it is! Now, how the hell do I get down there? But that is the city, so we're in the right direction. And we have music playing, so that's probably a good sign overall. Let's see if we can just walk around the outside here. Streaming the whole platinum. I don't know yet if I'm going to stream all of it. I want to stream the entirety of the story. But after that, I'm not entirely sure. So we'll see what happens after the story's done. And we're still alive, so that's good. Alright, we're almost to the port city. Let's go. That looks like a pretty big city. Or a pretty sophisticated city if it's able to still do shipping across the world or even across the country. What are we on, like Lake Michigan or something, I'm assuming? Because I think that's where these were, was up on the Great Lakes. Unless we're down on, like, the Gulf Coast, maybe? Which is also a possibility. I mean, why can't he just slide down? That would be such a savior of momentum and energy. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to stream the entirety of it. Definitely the story. After that, though, there's a lot of grindy stuff. So we'll have to see. But definitely the story, and I definitely plan to make a trophy video out of this. Because most of the remaining trophies that aren't, like, you know, story-related or unmissable, I can probably plan for fairly easily. Okay, hopefully once we're here, we can restore our BB's health. And again, the music is banging. Music is solid. Alright, Port Knot City.
Decontaminating suit. Rest is advised.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing that here in just a second. Absolutely going to be doing that. Alright, Port Knot City should be on the Chiral network. I wonder if that's the end of Act 2.
You, the porter, the one-man army sent to do the work of a team. You and your 2 feet to fill all them boots. Looks like everything's more or less intact. About what I expected.
Surprisingly.
Solo.
I'm surprised it's intact at all, given the BTs I dealt with. Ooh, it took a lot of damage, actually. Yeah, it took a fair bit of damage. So that's not great. But we traversed a long way, so let's see what our connection looks like. A rank's not bad. A's not bad at all. That's a passing grade in most American schools, I'm pretty sure. I hope it is, because it was when I was in school, unless they've added the S rank. Skilled handler, achieved delivery volume grade 10, can carry more cargo. Let's go. Let's go. I like the sound of that. Let's go.
Chiral age or some shit.
Yeah. Is that cool?
Hell yeah, go for it. Been waiting forever and a day for this.
And we're connected. Let's go. Okay, new strain established. Let's go. Oh, it's in, like... Where is that? Kansas... No, that's not Kansas City. I'm trying to think of where these... of where these cities are. So, the one on the far right is supposed to be DC. That's clear. Then the first one... Is that like... Is it Columbus? Is that in Columbus? Then the one down below that, is that Nashville? Or Memphis? And then up to, like, Kansas City or something? And then now we're down to somewhere in the fucking Delta? I'm trying to think of where that actually is. Is that like... That looks like Little Rock, almost. Like, that's in the Little Rock area. It's not Little Rock, but it's in that sort of general area.
Wait. Where'd you get that?
Or just on, like, the Mississippi Delta or something, so I don't know.
Same as mine. Where the hell did you get it?
I don't know where I got it.
With the little guy, he came with the pod, if you gotta know.
And who'd you get the pod from?
See, I'm trying to figure out where these cities actually are set at. I guess there's a lot fewer cities in this game than there are in the second one, because the second one has like 42 places to connect.
He just gave one of these to you.
But it also gives you vehicles and monorails and stuff like that a lot earlier. than this game does.
We were moving a body. Things went to shit. There's beat on one of them. So he told me.
I'm gonna take care of the children. Ooh, we got stuff. Put it all in the back for now. That's fine. I mean, we have a pretty good amount of free weight right now. We're only carrying like 27 kilograms, which is not a lot. I think even I could carry that much, because it's like 50 pounds.
You've done it.
Ooh, it's the hot blonde chick again.
This community, a part of the UCA. Their data, a part of our shared wisdom. With enough time and enough chiral printers, they'll be able to build ships. And one day, the waters will be ours again.
Yeah, I don't know if traversing the ocean is a particularly good idea.
Isn't always good.
I feel like that's a very bad idea overall.
But we have
I think you're better off just trying to wait and build an airplane or something and fly across.
Waiting, Sam. Waiting for you to take the first step and connect.
Because I feel like the water is going to be dangerous.
I know you can reach them. Make us whole again.
Let's make America great again!
One more C in the UCA, huh? So, you fixing to cross the lake?
We are making America great again.
No, not for years.
Just it's now cities instead of actual states.
Floats. Only boat in town belongs to a private courier.
Private courier? Don't tell me. Fragile Express?
That's the one.
Fragile Express.
I'm having them load the boat with some of the supplies you brought us. I'll bet the folks in Lake Knot will be tickled pink to see someone coming to port. Been a while, I expect.
So where is Lake Knot? Off of like fucking Galveston or something? That's the only thing I can think of. Or New Orleans? Are we gonna just sail down the Mississippi?
Port Knot never gets the rain. Feel free to rest up in your room.
Yeah, I'm sure that they would get the raid realistically. There's the only weather patterns and stuff like that.
Your work is great.
But we get a chance to rest, and our BB needs the rest for sure, so I am totally fine with that. You've earned the rest, Sam.
Good morning, Sam. Blood collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
I did not consent to having my blood taken while I was unconscious. I did not consent to this, sir. Let's shower. Yes, let's take a shower.
EX grenade number 0.
And let's take a piss, because apparently that's a thing that gets you items in this game. That's not something I thought I'd say on this channel. Alright, what you got for monsters? Let's have a monster. Or two. Again, I still find it hilarious this is like the one random ass product placement they decide to do. For like no good reason. It's so random, like, I don't drink energy drinks. I think energy drinks are terrible.
Brought you an astronaut. Mankind can go anywhere, even outer space. You'll be out of there in no time.
Yeah, we went to outer space 60 years ago, and we haven't gone back since. Or, well, we went to the moon 60 years ago, we've been back to outer space, but... Why have we not used our advanced technology to go back to the moon in 60 years? Is it possible we never went to the moon in the first place? Maybe. Okay, so... nothing really to recycle here. Oh. Nothing really to claim either. Alright, so... it still has missions it wants me to do back in the early area, but I thought I already did all of them. And I'm guessing there's no fast travel in this game, is there? Yeah, there is no fast travel in this game. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, I'm just disappointed. There's no new deliveries to take on, so... Mass something or Mad something, the Indiana Jones villain. Oh, okay.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
The question is, what do we want to do now? Try to go back and do these other, like, older orders? Or try to move forward? Ooh. Lizard guy told me I should get to my first boss fight this stream, and this looks very boss fighty. All those crabs are edible. Why are we not collecting the crabs for food? That's totally edible. Like, that is a sushi roll inside of a sushi roll inside of another sushi roll. Well, you'd also need seaweed and rice for that. I'm not sure you're growing rice, and you might not be able to get seaweed super easily. Even though seaweed is one of my favorite snacks. Yeah, the dude that hates fruit loves seaweed, because that's a normal thing for me to say. Seaweed is delicious. Dried seaweed with sea salt on it is delicious. It tastes so good, and it's good for you. It's very low calorie, 0 carbs, just nothing but seaweed and sea salt. It tastes delicious. Is that Higgs? I believe that is Higgs. I believe we have a boss fight here.
Name's Higgs.
Yep, it's Higgs. Played by Troy Baker, of course.
Permeates all existence. Ah, so it was you that dragged him into all this.
Oh, hey, Fragile.
Blade, but unbowed.
We're not Fragile.
What's that? Bridget Strand is dead. America's last president.
Yeah, I don't think he cares that much about restoring America. He does cool AF, yeah, he does.
Been chosen to take Mommy's place.
But he doesn't care about restoring America
not cut out
that
for
much.
Politics, is she? Oh, but don't worry. I'll find her. And I'll keep her real safe.
Yeah, you sound like a rapist.
You see, I've come to understand the truth of the...
Yeah, you sound like a rapist, sir. You know what we do to rapists here?
So much you people don't
We tie them
know.
to a tree and stick a
girl,
needle in
for
their
instance,
penis and
she's
fill it
not
with
like
honey
you
so
and
that fire ants come up and
Doom's
suck
ain't
on
her
it.
thing. Yeah, she's more into destruction.
Believe it or not, that was
than
something a coworker
lives.
said once. Not in my current job, that was a previous job. And you know what? I approve of it.
It's so hard to find
Especially for the
connections
ones
when
that
you
do
can't
things to
shake
children.
hands. Fortunately, I've got a good connection to the other side. Now you're no
Yeah,
bridge.
Sonya was an interesting character back in the day. I hope she's retired by now, but she was old enough.
This world, that world, and our sweet little angel of death.
It's just yet another one of my stories from history of insane things that I heard or said or did or saw happen. Oh, it's Tentacle Horn Monster. Okay. I think tentacle porn is a thing, so maybe Sam should be happy he gets to be in a porno. He could probably make some good money off of it.
You're on the menu. All it'll take is one itty-bitty void.
The Menu is a shockingly good indie movie, by the way. That is a shockingly good indie movie.
Isn't this what you've been waiting for this whole time?
Not really.
Game over.
Oh, you're doing some metaphysical talk, aren't you? Okay, how badly is this gonna go? Yep, this is a boss fight, that's for sure.
Heads up, Sam. According to our damage assessments, it'd only take a single void out to total Fort Knox City.
Well,
One
duh,
entity
it
allowed
takes
to
that
make
much
contact with
anywhere.
civilian would be enough. We can't let that happen. You've got to deal with that BT
That's a good
right
hit.
now.
Well, what am I supposed to do? I don't have a gun. You haven't given me a gun. What am I supposed to do without gun? You know, like, seriously, what am I supposed to do without gun? Or other weapons? Because I can do that, but it didn't really do anything. It didn't do a lot of damage. So, like, are you gonna give me actual weapons to use? Can he not climb that? He would not climb that for some reason. Oh, I don't have the blood for it. Okay. Are you going to give me items that can be used against this boss? The lizard guy told me I get to the first boss fight tonight, and it looks like we're there. So that's the main goal for tonight, is to get through this. Can he not jump that? He can't. Do I not have enough blood? Is that the reason? I think it is. Okay, so there's more back here, so... Oh, this is so freaking weird, man. This is weird. What the fuck? What the fuck is that thing? Why does it look like a mannequin? Kojima, are you just playing tricksies on me? I think you are, because this is really fucking weird. No, seriously, this is really fucking weird. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what's going on at this point. I have legitimately no idea what's happening at this point. though. Weird stuff is happening. That's this entire game's MO, is just weird shit happening at weird times for weird reasons. And we're out of chromatic grenades, so... Like, what am I supposed to do here, is the question. No, like, seriously, what the hell do they want me to do? X grenades. Oh, is that what I need to use? Yes, that is what I need to use. I can urinate if I want to. Okay, it's a giant tentacle form monster now. Of course it is. Oh crap, that's bad. Oh, that's very bad. There we go. Oh, what am I supposed to do about that? He just, like, nuked me there. What am I supposed to do? I can't seem to do anything here. He doesn't take damage from anything. Wait, he is taking damage. Hang on a second. He is actually taking damage. I didn't realize that. He is taking some damage. Oh, come on. He's actually taking damage here. Come on. We're actually doing something with this. This is taking forever, but he is taking damage. Let me guess, I have to restart the whole fight from that.
Game over.
Really? Oh, fuck off! That's such bullshit. What was I supposed to do? The game doesn't give you any hints as to what you're supposed to do here.
Heads up, Sam.
Like, it tries to make this as inconvenient of a fight as humanly possible.
Take a single void out to total Port Knot City.
one BT allowed to make contact with a civilian would be enough. We can't let that happen. You've got to deal with that BT
Okay,
right
so I
now.
do that. I don't know how that killed me, though, because it didn't seem like it should have. Like, I wish the game would give some kind of direction as to what you're supposed to do here. I don't think that's that much to ask for. You can be as mysterious as you want, Kojima, but, like, give us some idea of what the hell we're supposed to do to beat your ridiculous boss fights. Alright, where's he at? Where's he at? Okay, he is taking damage, though. That's the thing, is he's taking damage. So this seems to be the right strategy. Just having enough grenades to do anything. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Okay, yeah, it is doing damage, so I am doing this correctly. Oh crap, that's bad. That could hurt. Okay, that was a good hit. Alright, the good news is we have done a shitload of damage. The bad news is I have no health left, or no ammo left either. So we need to run away for a little while here and find some more materials. Get up, Sam. Get up, Sam. Get up, Sam. Okay, so what do I have now? It claims nothing, but I should have grenades. I have a bunch of blood bags. I can urinate if I want to. Oh, there we go. We do have more grenades. Okay. Alright, where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Oh, we beat it! We actually won! Let's go! We killed a BT for the first time ever in this universe. Let's go! Well, that was difficult. Oh, trophy. Episode 2 done. Alright. So the entire first seventh of the game is just tutorials, basically. Which is kind of crazy.
on keeping on.
Incredible. Simply incredible. For the first time in history, a human being has defeated a BT. Were you not a repatriate, I doubt it would have been possible. Not only does contact with your fluids pose no risk of triggering a void out, but in much the same way as your car
I'm pretty sure it does, because he can have a void out if you die in this game.
Gonna catch a ride on that boat, Sam? Before you do, be aware that you'll have to leave behind any cargo you haven't gotten around to delivering. It'd be a shame to abandon something important, though, especially if you were close to finishing a run. My advice, put that stuff in your private locker in Port Knot City. Or, if you're feeling responsible,
that's good advice.
You could just delay your boat trip until you've tied up loose ends. It's your call.
Good advice. I would like to go to my private room. Or you're not going to let me. You're just going to take me forward in the story. Oh well.
Snack?
Oh, thank you, Bond girlfriend.
You came through then.
I don't break that easy. Name notwithstanding.
You saw that asshole too, right?
Higgs. He's the leader of a separatist group.
Seemed to me like he was controlling that BT.
That's level 7 for you. Higher, maybe.
Seems like you know a lot about him.
Used to work together. Guess you could say we had a contract.
You did business with terrorists? Whoever pays, huh?
He wasn't like that back then.
So what's your angle? You want to save the world, or you want to fuck it all up like him?
I just wish things were different, all right? Here's all right.
Ooh, the Fragile Express. You got your own boat.
Don't worry, she still floats. Come on, we're the only cargo left.
All right. Follow the hot chick. Sure, that's not going to end badly for you, Sam. Looking on Twitter, and there's a gif of Yoda doing the tea with Campbell. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm not sure it's something I want to see, though. That sounds disturbing at the same time.
We should get there tomorrow. I told you before, Sam. The past just won't let go.
Surprised there's a gift that's targeting specifically him. I'm not that surprised, but still.
Listen, I have something to ask of you. It has to do with that asshole, Higgs.
Well, Bird still lives, so there's definitely life still alive. Oh, is it the hot blonde chick?
Sam,
Yeah, it's the hot blonde chick.
do you remember?
I don't remember, but I'd like to remember a night in the bedroom with you. Oh, that's funny. That's funny to someone out there, I'm sure. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it isn't. Sure, he's probably the most hated person. No, I don't think he's quite the most hated. There's like Stephen King and Harry Sisson and several others.
It's almost time to go, Sam. I had no idea until you told me. No idea that I was alive. Living is no different from being dead if you're all alone.
Poor Mom. I don't want to go home.
So she's the older sister? Is that what we're getting at here?
I don't want to go home.
Here. It's a dream catcher.
Oh, so is that why he carries a
Wear it
dream
when you
catcher
sleep,
on his pack?
And I'll keep the nightmares away. I'll always be with
I remember
you.
we made that back in like elementary school. We made one of
Did you
those.
forget how to go home?
Used to watch him back in 2020 until he switched sides.
Come on.
He's entertaining for
I'll
how
take you
stupid
halfway.
he is. He's kind of
And then
hilarious
you
for
can
how
do the rest
stupid
by
he is and
yourself.
delusional he is. It's at least somewhat entertaining.
Better now?
Didn't he just come out as gay?
I'll be waiting
Which
for you on the beach.
literally everyone on the planet knew was going to happen.
We used to play together a lot in this place.
You brought me here. I couldn't make the trip on my own.
So long as you have a body to return to, you can't come and go as you please.
So you can't just come back east through here.
Damn, I wouldn't mind playing with her one
Not
night.
until you make us whole again, Sam.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just came out as
I'll
gay,
be waiting
so
for you.
it's
on
not
the
a surprise to anyone.
Come and find me.
Retard Finder is, that's one of his favorite targets. Oh, it wants me to infiltrate mule camps in the near future. But we're already through, like, what, 3 or 4 chapters? No, wait, 3 chapters, I think, with prologue.
I don't know how you sleep. Need to pick me up? Welcome to Lake Knot City. What?
Nothing.
Let's go.
That's a stock sound effect.
This cargo is from Port Knot City, bound for Lake Knot. I'll leave these up to you. The dispatch terminal is up ahead. In the meantime, I've got some business to attend to. Later, alligator.
Isn't opening an umbrella underground like padlock? Not even that heavy, actually. That is a large stack of supplies. Okay, you can't take it, so that's fine. Okay, so we're in our new city here, so we just need to move forward here. And we just need to safely deliver this gigantically unrealistic stack of cargo. And we get some nice peaceful music for it. That is a giant stack of cargo, but it looks easy enough to deliver, so we should get a lot of XP out of this. Oh, music. Get out of my mind. Yeah, that is a shitload of cargo at once, so let's take it right on over here to this disposal center, dispense, whatever you want to call the word. Distribution center. Let's go. Let's deliver this giant-ass load of cargo that is literally like 3 times the height of Sam himself. This is good, though. This is good. This is going to get us a lot of progress. A lot of rewards are coming from this, so this is good. Alright, let's deliver the lost cargo first.
Hey, man. How's it? Thank you.
Cool. That's a bunch of lost cargo. We will take that. Ups our star ranking a little bit. Get some weight out of the inventory, especially.
Good work.
And now, let's deliver the requested cargo.
Welcome, welcome. We were watching your... I hate to be a hard ass. Everything your trip... Nothing
Yes,
dangerous.
it's been fine.
I'm sure they checked you on the way in. All clear. Cargo looks great. Been a while since...
Alright, Lake Knot City should love me at this point with that S rank. We're up to 1 star, 2 star, 2 full stars, almost 3 full stars. Okay, that's good. Good start here.
Sorry, can't be too... Oh, you're clear to lick it.
Let's do that. Let's go ahead and link up. We started going after Minecraft trophies, hoping to get the platinum in the DLC. Okay, so that is literally like Minneapolis or something. That is a big jump in territory, by the way. So there are only like 10 cities in this version compared to the second one. The second one has like 42. This one looks like it's going to have like 10 to 20.
Capital Knot City will get everything. Well, listen, you can bet. I said, well, and thank you.
But in terms of trophies that cause difficulty, there shouldn't be any because you can use You can use trophy worlds to get everything super easily. There's a handful of trophies that don't pop in trophy worlds, but most of them do, so you can knock out most of it very quickly and easily.
The 3 cities out there, Lake, Middle, and South Knot, we're all on board with our plans for reconstruction. Fragile Express was
Assembly was on the PC several years ago. Yeah, they keep adding more and more stuff. Platinum for Death Stranding 2 seems to be about 100 hours again.
One took out Middle Knot City.
There's more to the game, but it also plays better and like gives you vehicles and stuff from super early on.
Bridges doesn't have the resources to link up the remaining cities on its own. We need to secure the support of everyone, even those who want nothing to do with the UCA. Impossible as that may seem.
The situation
Moving about Trophy Worlds, yeah, you can look at getting into Trophy Worlds through Realms, and you can use those to very easily get most of the trophies. Can't get all of them, but you can get most of them that way.
That's why we've taken to cutting deals with preppers and the like. Our only recourse is to utilize their shelters to bolster the strength of the network.
Takes a special kind of person to live out here on their own. The kind that'll tell us to fuck off if we ask them to join the UCA.
Made good progress in RE7? Oh, nice. I'm glad I never have to touch it again.
Don't tell me.
Nothing really. A chance to get back. Again. Time heals some. Work. Get some rest for them.
Your work is great.
Yep, let's take a rest. That sounds like a good idea. Enjoying it what you can before you do the stupid DLCs. Yeah, the DLCs are something, as you guys saw in those streams. Oh, it's the pretty woman on the beach. We're all red and apparently wearing heels while walking on sand because that's a logical decision.
For me? It's called a keeper. It means knot in old words. You can also use it to count stuff. I add a knot when I make a friend.
Okay. Then how about I add another knot every time I see you?
Okay, you better start flirting with her so that in 10 years when you're an adult, you can have a good
This must be
time.
very important to you if you were able to bring it here. Very special.
It is special. I made it for you.
I'll treasure it, Sam.
When I do Village, yes, I will do the DLCs for Village because there's only one DLC and it's honestly really not that hard.
Something to eat?
Ooh, Fragile is here with her bugs.
Ask your boss man.
No. I mean, why are you here?
Got a delivery for Porter. You're gonna need this on the road ahead. This will ID you as an associate of Fragile Express. It's woven from my blood and chiral crystals. Think of it as a kind of bond.
Okay.
Preppers around these parts won't give you trouble so long as you've got it. We were the only people making deliveries out here. This was our territory. Until Higgs fucked it all up. Me, the Express, our reputation, all of it.
And now you want to fuck them back.
Okay.
On your own.
Started playing another
I'm not
Crab's
on my
Treasure. I'll be playing that at some point in the future. I have it downloaded.
The
Definitely
cave.
when I need to play.
Port
People
not
love
seen
it.
Next to your bed. So far apart, yet somehow we keep meeting. All that BT country in between where I should have been caught in void out. Yet here I am. Here I am.
Okay, she can
You
teleport.
can use the beach?
I have a beach. You've got yours. I've got mine.
Okay.
I use it to jump across space.
So basically
I
means
can't
you can
conjure up
teleport,
BTs
which
the
is
way
pretty
he's done.
badass.
But I can go after him. Chase him to the beach. Problem is, everyone's got their own way in. I'm only allowed to pass through the beach I know and understand. I'm sure you've heard the term multiverse.
You alright?
The jumps take a lot out of me. Suck my blood dry.
Oh, it's like the first Life is Strange game.
You're going to Edgenut City, right? Place is full of terrorists. But if you're dead set on it, then you're gonna have to deal with Higgs sooner or later.
Look, I make deliveries, killing monsters and terrorists. It's not what I do.
What if we did it together?
It's going to be.
I could use my power to help you. We don't have to want the same thing to be on the same side. I could send you across my beach. To any place the Chiralian's thick enough. Any place connected to the chiral network.
What do you expect in return?
I expect you to think it over. Here. Call it an incentive.
That a fast travel system then?
And call me if you need me.
If so, I would love that.
This will keep us connected. See you when I see you.
Alright then. Possibly turn the RE7 Platinum. The Platinum's easy, it's really just the DLC. Yes, we have a fast travel system now, thank God. Okay, that is wonderful. We have a fast travel system now. But guys, I think that's going to call the night here. We made good progress. We got through the first boss fight and stuff like that. Oh.
Maybe.
Yeah, 3.5 hours, got through the first major boss fight. We're through like 10 or 11 total orders, so that's decent progress.
Sam, access the Lake Knot City to...
I would just like to save my game here. I don't know how to save my game here. Through system? Yep, that's what I gotta do. Alright, let's save our game. And yeah, don't know when I'll see you guys next time. If it'll be tomorrow or if it'll be next week. Next week's going to be a little bit weird. I'm going to be going home for the 4th of July, so not going to be super stream heavy. But otherwise, there will be stuff next week for sure. There will at least be videos. The college football video is like 90% of the way done. But we're making good progress on the trophies. Yeah, we're at 28%. We got like 10 trophies tonight, so... We got story trophies done, and all sorts of other stuff. So we are making progress, which is great. And I mean, this game's really enjoyable so far. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually having a good time with this. So it's a little confusing at times, but I'm having a good time with it. So I will see you guys either tomorrow or next week for the next stream and videos on normal schedule.